But I keep thinking about, the metaphor that you're using, and my metaphor is more of Prometheus. My metaphor is that social media, and maybe media in general, but social media in particular, is definitely fire. We got fire, and we can do all this great stuff with fire, right? We can cook great food. We can, warm ourselves when it's cold. We can do all these wonderful things with fire. But we also now can have house fires and buildings burning down, and we have pyromaniacs.
Yeah.
And we have third-degree burns, and we have all this crazy stuff. And, just like with fire, I think it becomes incumbent upon us to use this tool responsibly, to use this tool in a way where we get all the benefits and mitigate all the harm.
Right.
And I don't think social media, we've figured out how to do it, or we've realized that we need to do it. We kind of keep expecting someone else to do it for us. What do you think about that?
So I love what you just said. Let me just modify it a little bit. So first, the Prometheus myth is definitely a great one. It's the Frankenstein story. It's, Prometheus steals fire from the gods, gives it to the mortals, and then he himself is tortured by the gods forever. But I think that social media is not fire. It's the internet. The internet is the thing that you're talking about there. So let me just work this out for you. This is something I've seen. There's a lot of confusion when I talk about this. For example, people say, thank God we had social media during COVID. Can you imagine? I'm talking because I keep talking look what happens to kids. Kids are in terrible shape. Teenagers are in terrible shape. Social media is messing them up. And people say, oh, well, come on. Well, do you think they should, what if they didn't have it during COVID? If that was the only way they could communicate. To which I say, wait, I think you're confusing social media and the internet. Can you imagine if they didn't have Instagram and Facebook and Twitter? And all they had was Zoom and Skype and texting and telephone and multiplayer video games and Roblox and 50 other ways they could interact synchronously. Are you saying if we took away this weird asynchronous way of communicating and waiting for people to rate you, that's what they needed? No, you're wrong.